Hi, I'm Mark and Mark.
And this is Richard.
And this is this week's music review.
Okay, welcome to this week's MWP music review, where we review the latest UK chart singles from New Music Friday. So, we start with lost me notes. Good start. Okay. Run the Jewels, featuring Pharrell Williams and Just. What did you think of this one?
Yeah, I kind of liked it. It was it's a bit angry. It's hip hop. I think the rapping's pretty cool in it, and yeah, I kind of liked it. I gave it a 3.5.
I didn't like it at all.
No.
I mean,
yeah, I can imagine.
Pharrell Williams, I like Pharrell Williams. I mean, I've liked his stuff. Liked his last album he did, his latest one, and then obviously the stuff he did with Daft Punk. And then obviously that huge hit he did, wasn't it? Happy he did, which was massive.
Yeah.
But this one, I thought it's not a Pharrell Williams track, so but yeah, it didn't do anything for me at all. So I give it a 1.
Right.
So next band is Erasure, and their new single is called "Hey Now." Now, back in the day, 80s, 90s, massive Erasure fan I was, because obviously my favorite band was still is the Pet Shop Boys, but then obviously Erasure was like, you know, rivalries, a bit like what Spandau Ballet and Duran Duran were. But Erasure, I loved all Erasure stuff. But this one, and again, I thought it's very 80s, but it sounds, although we've heard modern stuff 80s, it sounds really cool because they got the little sounds in. To me, this sounds totally out of date. And it just didn't do anything for me at all. And I just simply gave it a 1.5.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a bit out of date, the sound of it. I quite like the bass line. It's quite upbeat. But yeah, I wasn't overly joyed with it. I just gave it a 2.5.
Okay. It's a H, AITCH. H, is that how you pronounce it?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, and the single's called 30. That's not my cup of tea. I'm afraid. I'm not. It's not going to be a good week for me, I'm afraid, this week. I had nothing further to add. I just give it a 1. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. It's again just straight up hip hop in it. I like the beat on it. The rapping's not too bad, and yeah, I just went straight down the middle, 2.5.
Next one is Haim. The single's called Don't Wanna. Good beat. I like the sound the guitar makes in the track. I really enjoyed that bit. I thought the voice suits the track. Best one so far that we reviewed. So give it a 2.5.
Yeah, I thought it was all right. They're a trio, so they're it's 3 sisters.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a nice tune. Kind of singer-songwriter sort of thing. The guitar at the very end. The only way I can describe it is the sound of Instagram guitar.
What do you mean by that?
It's kind of just the way it's played. I'd probably find it quite hard to describe unless you just go on Instagram and look up guitar playing, and you can kind of get a gist of it. It almost sounds like it's sped up a little bit, you know, that kind of crystal clear tone. So I wasn't a massive fan of that, but as the song, I thought it was all right. So I just gave it a 2.5.
Okay. Next one is Le Divine, and their single is called Don't Say It. What did you think of this one?
It's a bit slow, boring for me. Yes, I just gave it a 2.
Okay.
There's not much else to it, really.
No, I wasn't so keen on the stop-start at the start of the track. It went,
yeah.
and then it got going, I thought, what? I never heard. It was weird, and I didn't like that at all. I do like her voice. I thought it was easy to listen to, and
Yeah.
they did this. She's got this little vocoder bit going on part way through the track, which actually I quite liked. But I gave it a 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is the New Hope Club, and the single is called Worse. Nice track, good beat. I really like the chorus, and this one was a 2.5 for me.
Yeah, I like this tune. It's a bit funky, bit of a head bobber.
Is it Three Boys? This one?
I'm not too sure.
I think it's Three Boys.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I gave it a 3.5.
Okay. Next one, unusual name for a band, Sports Team. That's one very unusual.
Yeah.
And the single's called Going Soft.
Yeah.
What have I put here? Basically, didn't do anything for me at all, unfortunately. Just a straight 2.
Okay, yeah. It's kind of indie rock sort of thing, British rock, I would say. And I thought it was quite a cheerful tune, considering the kind of the tonality of the song. But I grew to really like the song. So I gave it a 3.5.
Okay. Next one is Tian Wayne, and the single is called I Dunno. One.
Yeah, you don't like British rap, do you?
No, I mean,
No.
there is certain genres that I like, and sometimes like garage or drum and bass, and to be honest, probably 99%, I don't like it because I'm just not into that kind of stuff. But then again, you sometimes any music. Like country, didn't we? I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I'm not really into country, and then you bring it and it just catches you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, there will be one review. I'll probably get some drum and bass and go, actually, I quite like this one, but I didn't like this one.
This track is, I would describe as kind of the heavier side of British rap. But actually, if you go to his album, I think it's called T Wayne World 3. There's a big mixture.
Wait, did you say Wayne World?
No, is that T Wayne World? I think that's what
Wayne's World.
Hang on a minute. It's not Wayne's World. Yeah, T Wayne's World 3.
Brilliant.
It's got some great tunes on that. I thought this tune was all right. I quite like the beat and stuff. And so I just gave it a 2.5. But I wouldn't go on this tune. I can check out some more of his stuff.
Okay. Next one is Harry Styles and Watermelon Sugar. The song is called Loved. His last single he brought out. Oh God, it must be 2-3 months ago now. I didn't think this one was as good as his last one. I really liked it, his last one. But this one I didn't. It's all right, but nothing special. So I just gave it a 2.5.
Yeah, I'm surprised this was in the New Music Friday. I thought this was his first single out as a solo artist.
Was it?
I thought this was a few months old, this tune, so I'm surprised it's there. But I don't know, liked it. It's cool, funky, groovy, and I gave it a 3.
Okay. Next one is J.P. Cooper, Little Bit of Love. Doesn't do much for me, I'm afraid. Another one. I did like the chorus, which saved it, which gave me put me to a score of 2.5.
Yeah. I was the same really. The 2.5. It's kind of an upbeat pop song. It actually sounds to me like really early John Mayer.
Mm.
And yeah, so to me it's a bit out of date really, but I generally liked it, so I just gave it straight down the middle, 2.5.
Okay. Paul Weller, and the song is called Village. I have to be honest, I'm not a Paul Weller fan at all. I've not really liked any of his stuff. I don't think there's any songs I've actually particularly liked, but it's just not my, my cup of tea. So, but I mean, the song was all right. I just gave it a 2.
Yeah, I'm the same really. I'm not a massive Paul Weller fan. And this song to me was a bit slow. I did like the guitar solo in it. Nice little small guitar solo in it. So I just gave it a 2.5.
Okay. Actually, quite like the artist's name. It's sort of gets a ring to it. Raleigh Ritchie.
Yeah.
Raleigh Ritchie. And the single's called Party Fear. So it's one of yours. What do you think?
Yeah, I really like this. Really like the melody, like the beat. I find it quite soulful. And yeah, it's a tune. I gave it a 4.
Ooh. Okay. I thought it was a chill, mellow track. I like the strings and the chorus. Quite enjoyed that. But yeah, it's about 2.5 for me on that one. Okay, next one is Nick Wilson, Safe. What did you think?
Yeah, again, I liked it. I like the vocals. And I like the pre-chorus. It's pretty cool. And yeah, I gave it a 3.5.
Okay. It's okay. I put nothing for me. This poor week for me this week. I just gave it a straight 2. So,
yeah.
Cairo. And the single is called "Figure Me Out." What do you think of this one?
Yeah, I really liked it. It's quite moody. It's quite arty, dissonant. But at the same time, it's quite smooth. I like the chorus on it. I like the instrumentation, and yeah, I thought it was a cool tune. I gave it a 4.
Okay. I liked the piano at the start. I thought, oh, and then all of a sudden it changes completely, and that was it. It didn't do anything for me after that.
Yeah.
So I just gave it a 1.5. So
right.
Yeah. Okay, last one then is Smoky Bubbling Bee. That's another cool name. The song's called Angel. And how are we going with this one?
Yeah, I thought it was alright. It's just straight up. It's a house, isn't it? Drum and bass house tune. I like the vocal sample on it, and yeah, I haven't heard this sort of music for a long time, so it was somewhat refreshing to hear. So I generally liked it. I gave it a 4.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I like the start. It sounded like it was going to be a jazz track when I first heard it, and I thought, oh, and then it went into the drummy, bass, garagey stuff, and I went, oh no. That was it for me. After about a minute, I turned it off. So yeah, just a 1.5 for me. So
yeah, not a great week for you then, is it?
No, I mean, to be honest, there's more stuff I like on the World Music Review. The UK singles, the new stuff, I've not actually particularly liked. If I look at my scores, the average, you're talking 2.52. It's not been a good week. I don't think this week for me as last week. Was it last week? You were romping it in, weren't you? Was it last week?
Yeah, last week was good, man.
Yeah. So I mean,
4s.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but not so good for me this week. So anyway, so that brings us to the end of the UK single releases. As ever, we can't play the songs on the podcast due to copyright, but if you go to Spotify and search for the MWP playlist with the pink logo, all the tracks we've talked about today are on there, and from previous podcasts, all the songs are on there. So we're getting quite a lot of tracks on the Spotify playlist now. So keep you busy. So before we move on to the World Music Review, I just wanted to go through a couple of things. because we like to cover a bit of everything here. So if you have Netflix, I haven't seen it yet, but Garth Brooks has got a documentary which is called The Road I'm On. And it's a revealing interviews and archive footage. It tells the story of Garth Brooks' humble beginnings, rise to fame, and unprecedented impact on the country music. So it's on my list to watch. So are you a Garth Brooks fan or anything, Rich? Or
I don't really know who he is.
you don't?
Honest, so
Whoa, he's
no. Well,
even I don't watch country music. He's one of the biggest country music singers. Yeah.
oh, hang on. Did he do? Was he the guy who sang the original, like a Michael Bublé tune?
Pass.
I'm probably thinking of something else.
He wear a night.
Yes.
You know who he is now. You've seen a picture.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
It's him.
I think he is. I think he did. Yes, he is. I can't find it, but there's a Michael Bublé tune, Home, I think it is, and he was the original guy that did that. I could be completely wrong on this,
Give
but
me
there
that
is some sort of... Yeah.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, I could be completely wrong, but there's definitely some sort of connection, maybe.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just come onto Netflix. So I quite like watching these documentaries. So if you're bored or maybe you love Garth Brooks, then pop over to Netflix and go watch that series. And obviously the other big news is Lady Gaga's new album. I don't know how to pronounce it, actually. Chromatica. I think you can pronounce it. It's a fasting-selling album in 2020. So it's entered the UK charts at number 1 after outselling the rest of the top 10 combined. The record, which sees Gaga return to the rocket power pop of her debut, sold 53,000 copies, the biggest opening week of the year so far. It is also the star's fastest-selling album since 2013's Art Pop. The album follows Gaga's performance in A Star Is Born, which she won an Oscar for the best song in 2019. Yeah, that was that did quite well, didn't it, that movie? Looks like Gaga's doing quite well. So I'm guessing because as I said, her first single she brought out from that album, I really liked, and I think we did this review of the second one. Yeah, that was last week, wasn't it? Because it came out all of a sudden.
I was just going to say, yeah, I think we've reviewed one of the songs from that album. Yeah.
Yes, I think we've done 2. So obviously people like it, and it's gone straight to number 1. So she's on it. If you're going to release music, it now seems to be the best time because everyone just seems to be either watching telly, don't they, or streaming, or streaming music. They said that streaming music is just gone through the roof, as in streaming Netflix and all that has gone through the roof. Because obviously times have changed, which is I'm guessing it's going to stay for a while. So if you sat at home, then obviously that Lady Gaga's album is there for you to listen to, or if you've got Netflix, pop over and watch Garth Brooks. So that's quite cool. Right. So we'll now move on to the World Music Review. Okay, so now we move on to the World Music Review. So actually, this is a good start. I've not even got my notes up. Where is it? No, probably not. No. World Music Review. Here it is. Found it. Right. Okay. So this is where it goes for another week. So this week we are talking Brazil. So I expect some good beats here from Brazil. So let's see what we got. And once again, my pronunciation of the names and the titles, my Brazilian is. Actually, it's Portuguese, isn't it? They speak in Brazil. Right. So, first track is Nhack. You spell it Niack. That's the best. And the song is, like how you always say that. Yeah. One week, I'm going to get you to say these.
I I can't do it.
No.
You're better off doing it than me.
And the song title is Na Rabi Toma Topai. So, well, that's correct. I don't know. Anyway, song, unfortunately, awful, 0.
Oh, man.
Do you like this
I
one?
didn't think it was that bad. Well, I didn't think it was that
Oh, right.
bad. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like the rhythmic feel. I thought it was quite bouncy. I like the simple instrumentation on it, and yeah, I thought it was all right. I just went straight down the middle of a 2.5.
Okay. The next one, Louisa Sonza, Braba. Like the piano at the start, and I like the slow rhythm.
Yeah.
But that was about it, really. So I'll just give it a 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the vocals on it. I thought it was quite deep, groovy, a little bit R&B, and yeah, I liked it. I gave it a 3.
Okay, next one, Enrique and Giuliano. The song is called Libedale Pravzizoli. That's as.
This was a live version, wasn't it?
It was, and actually, I loved this track. I really like this track. The crowd sound like they're absolutely loving it. And to be honest, I enjoyed it that much. It's from the live concert album, so I'm going to have a listen.
Oh, cool. Nice one.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed it, and I gave it a 4.5.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. To be honest, I wasn't far behind. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was, it was a pop song. You've got I think it's quite traditional. And yeah, really nice song. I gave it a 3.
Okay, very good. Next one is crikey, Vifino NG Tudano Segolo. This one, nothing special, I'm afraid. Didn't really like it. Just a 2, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I was basically the same. Not much to say. It's this generic pop song, I think, really. And so I just gave it a 2.5.
Okay. Okay, next one, MC De Black, Tudo on I don't know. I can't say that one. Oh man, so very sorry. I'm trying. So I didn't like it at all. Didn't do anything for me whatsoever. No, just a 1.
Oh man, I like this tune, man. I thought it was all right. I thought it's great vocals. It's quite smooth. I like the beat, and I gave it a 3. Yeah.
Okay. So that brings us to the end of the World Music Review from Brazil. So again, these tracks will be added to the MWP playlist, so you can have a listen and see what you think of them yourselves. So now, last week I did actually forget to mention our track of the week, and when I actually did put the track of the week on our Instagram and socials, I put Richard's wrong track on.
Oh yes, yeah, you did. Yeah.
So we'll
believe it.
what was the track you liked last week?
Oh, last week was "Oh Please" by.
Is it Tom Grenneman?
Yes, yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
And I put you down.
Yeah, that was a banger.
Although you did actually like the Gregory Porter one.
I liked the Gregory Porter. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
So this week, we are going to do our track of the week and see which ones we like best. So you can go first, Rich. Which one do you like best?
Oh, do you know what I forgot about it. So I'm having to pick. This one's a hard week. Normally every week it's pretty easy.
Yeah, there's a standout one.
Which one? I'm gonna go with the quirky song "Figure Me Out" by Caro.
Figure Me Out. Sorry, who does that one?
Yes. Is it Caro?
Oh yeah, Caro. Yeah, Caro. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it's got to be Enrique and Giuliano, Liberdad Profesional. That stood out. I love that track. I must have listened to it 10 times.
Really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that track.
Yeah,
it was the others were sort of okay, but that one stood out. So
Mm.
so I'm really pleased actually, because I was hoping, doing this world music review, there was a track that I've never heard before, and as I said, I'm definitely going to listen to the live concert. It looks it sounds really good. So and, if it's that good, I'll just see if it's on YouTube. So we'll have a quick look.
Yeah.
Okay. So that brings us to the end to this week's MWP Music Review. As ever, we are on all, as Richard says, we're on all the socials.
On all the socials.
On the
yeah.
socials. So if if you just search all the socials, type MWP, you should be able to find us with a pink logo, and we're also, the podcast is now on YouTube, so you'll be able to see it on there. Sadly, we are not on it because that would completely put you off, wouldn't it?
yeah. You're down south. I'm up north.
Yes. So I'm on the microphone, as you can hear, and Rich is on the phone. So maybe when we start kicking again, we can both get mic'd up. But that could be. Don't know when that will be. So if you check all that out, and then the podcast will be up in the next couple of days, as will the YouTube podcast as well. So anyway, thank you for listening. So it's goodbye for me.
That's goodbye from me.